through to the weekly roundup. We're on Division 4 and on Tommy Javor, and that rhymes.
Darcy Evans?
Nothing rhymes with Darcy Evans.
Does it?
No heavens, Darcy Evans.
That's the one.
Reviewing round 12, previewing round 13, and the first result that sticks out like a turd in a punch bowl because Eastern Park had brain. Salisbury 22-14, 146. Three of them. Salisbury 6-11-47. That's a 99-point win in the preliminary final.
Massive win, Eastern Park.
Rematch. And look, they controlled it all day. They were up by 3 goals at quarter time, 7 goals at half time, 9 goals at 3/4 time, and the last quarter they kicked 8 goals to 1. For Eastern Park, Knapp. He didn't take a nap. He was up and about and kicked 6. Puck Hockey kicked 3. Freeman kicked 3. Rayleigh kicked 2, as did Mansell. And Troy the Boy Gatto. Well, Matty Paul, best on ground. I think he was always a centre half back, Matty Paul, so strange to see him best on ground. Although Salisbury only kicked 11. Yeah. Code and the two boys from the 2005 Australasian Galley Football Championship team, Puck Hockey and Troy Gatto, also in the best. For Salisbury, mate?
Yeah, just pretty quiet there. Danglish with 2. Danglish, yeah, and individuals to 4 other players. Then best players: Tume, Fleming, Mansfield, Horges, and Paget. Ryan
Paget.
So just very quiet there, but yeah, 99 points. Decent Park. G was the top of the ladder. They want to get back to Division 3. They went from 1 to 4, then probably trying to creep their way back.
They did, yeah. They went up to 1. They plummeted down to 4. Did a Woody South. Did a bit of a Paynham. So many clubs have done it. In the Kilburn, you'd say. Yeah, but
just missed out last year.
So they were top before the round. You'd suggest with a 99-point win, they're still top.
Exactly.
So North Haven is out. We're going to Edwardstown next week. I tipped North Haven. I'm not sure who you tipped.
No, I went to Edwardstown.
Yeah, because I just feel like North Haven, they lift for the big ones. But I tell you what, they started slowly. But in the end, it was North Haven 13-11-89, Edwardstown 8-11-59. At quarter time, it was North Haven 2 straight goals. Edwardstown 4-4-28. 8 scoring shots. They kicked straight up.
Yeah, that's it.
But had a big lead. By half time, it was relatively even. But after half time, it was 6 goals to 2, and a good win there to North Haven. With Matner kicking 3, Rowe kicking 2, Hinsley and Reed also kicking 2 apiece. Rowe was best with Merritt and Pedersen. Also for Edwardstown, mate.
Yeah, so we've got passes with 3, and then there's individuals to 5 other players. Best players: Curtis, Tononi, Dugan, Parsons and Blythe. So a bit of an unknown Edwardstown still. They've probably been disappointed with that loss because they were above North Haven as of from last week. So probably, again, Edwardstown, we're not sure about the first year back in amateur league. So just up and down a little bit. Sitting 4th at the moment.
Yeah, look, sitting 4th. And this is the round. Because this is the division where you can go from 1st to 4th or 5th
exactly.
with 1 win or 1 loss. It's incredibly hard to pick.
Yeah.
It's harder to pick than a broken nose.
That's the one.
Yes. Now our next one, I'll tell you what, it's been a disappointing year for the winless Kenilworth, and there's no exception here. At St Mary's Park, they've been smashed by, they're 9th in a 9-team div. They've been smashed by 8 to the tune of 85 points. Paraka, 23 goals, 15, 153. Kenilworth, 10-8-68. And I tell you what, it was due to some sharp football by Sharp. He kicked 9 for Paraka, Vandermoor kicked 6, that's 15 between the 2 big forwards. Yep. Baker kicked 3 and Adams 2, Coombs 2. So in a 23-goal game, they only had 6 goal scorers. So yeah, Nitschke was their best with Facey and Romeo. Interesting to see none of the goal kickers got the best players.
Sharp or Vandermeer, not at all. But
so they obviously got the end of a few. But take us through the Kenilworth.
Yes, Kenilworth. So I knew you were going to do that to me. So Moss with 2, Darmondopoulos with 2,
yep.
Simmering. I think there's individuals. Gee whiz, they spread around a bit though compared to Paraka. So there's about 6 other players there with individuals, and best players were Mossa, Chesser, Liverton. Yep. Clark and Diamondopoulos.
So the nucleus of some very, the guys that got them a premiership and made them so competitive, Blake Moser, Nick Chesser, Diamondopoulos, still there, but they're just not achieving this year. They're dramatically underachieving. It's fair enough to say at 0 and 10, they're sucking.
They are.
So hopefully they can turn it around for Schultz and the boys.
7 games to go, 7, 8 games to go. It's going to be a long year for them.
Well, they probably only play 16, so 6 games to go for them. Yeah. Last one, mate. Hope Valley and Westminster.
So, yes, Westminster took out the Bickies here, so 17-9, 111 to 10-11, 71. So, good win there to Westminster. That keeps them in. We're at just the second spot, just on percentage, because there's about 7 teams on the same wins at the moment.
Controlled it all day, didn't they? 32 points up at quarter time, and it was able to keep Hope Valley at an arm's length.
Yeah, so no good wins. So, Westminster, French with 4, Fisher with 3, Shattock with 3, and then individuals to G was probably 7, 8 players there. So again, there's Westminster spreading around a bit. Best players at Rushby, Shattock, Rowe, Mitchell, and Drew. And for homecoming,
Tanksos kicks 3, as did Payne. O'Brien with a double. Better players: Payne, Dowling, Ising. So yes. Let's have a look at our ladder, mate, because it always makes interesting reading in Div 4. Probably the most interesting ladder each week. As we said, fluctuating fortunes are plenty. You can go from 1st to 5th with one bad performance and vice versa. So on 8 wins, we've got Eastern Park, Westminster and North Haven. Probably of note is that Westminster and North Haven have played one more game. Salisbury on 7 wins with Edwardstown also. Interesting to note, Salisbury have played one more game. Then there's a double game break to Colonel Gardens. It'd be the only very outside chance of making into the 5. 2 more games to Paraka, Hope Valley
games to go
on 2, and Kenilworth will be in Division 5 next year, assuming people go up and down like they're meant to. In this day and age, it doesn't always happen, does it?
It doesn't.
No, it's just stupid, but never mind. I'll just say what I really think about it.
Exactly, no.
Come on, Matna leads this division with 44 goals. From Mantle on 41, then there's the length of the straight, Horges on 31, mate. So looking at this week's games, again, you can't afford to have a bad week
not in this division 4, can you?
No.
So we're starting off with North Haven, Colonel Gardens. We should have probably set this. This is probably one of the match of the round. So
3rd versus 6th, it's at North Haven. Now, there's a really interesting statistic about this match, mate.
Oh.
What is that?
It's at North Haven. Oh.
Nothing's popping up in the mind.
No, nothing at all.
This Saturday, the South Australian Footballer TV crew will be down at North Haven.
I'm not going to be there, that's why.
Doing a live call. So if you're watching this on a Thursday, we will be at North Haven. Get mixlr.com.au, that's mixlr.com.au, or download the app and you can listen to this game called live anywhere in the world, really. I know my mum listens in Mount Gambier, my sister listens in America, and apparently 3 or 4 other people listening as well, so that's fantastic.
Absolutely.
All the locals hopefully will be listening. It's going to be sensational to be down at North Haven. I can't wait for that one. And I'll be calling it, not really impartially, but on behalf of North Haven because they are paying for it.
Yeah, there is indeed, yes, indeed.
It's a bit of a, press red for red type thing, but not to that stupidity extent. We'll still be calling it sort of down the middle.
Is that a stat, Mr. Producer? It's not a stat, it's an actual event.
It is an event. Yeah.
You said stat, isn't it?
Okay. I don't know what I'm saying half the time.
Right, neither do I.
So North Haven win, I'll be calling it with much glee and excitement and unbridled enthusiasm like a teenager on heat.
Oh, lots of them. Okay, Paraka and Eastern Park at Limblom Park. Even though Paraka had a good win last week, I still think Eastern Park are the team that will be in the grand final. I reckon they'll be very hard to beat Eastern Park this week.
Yes, because they're playing a team that doesn't go very well. But
right.
they had a great week last week, but
did.
I think they'll come down back to reality with a much tougher team in the former Eastern Park. And the drive from Paraka to Eastern Park, I can tell you, is 25 minutes. Because I live there, or right near there, and Paraka, it'll be a sad day for that beautiful oval, because they'll lose.
Salisbury and Edwardstown, so we've got probably was it 3rd and 4th? So
4th and 5th. This is match of the round for me. Both teams on 7 wins, and Salisbury were crap last week. They need to bounce back, and they should.
And so did Townies, because they had lost last week too. Bit of unknown Townies. I'm going for Salisbury because it's a long trip for Edwardstown.
It is a good 45-minute drive.
It is.
And there's no easy way to get from Edwardstown to Salisbury.
No, straight through the guts. But I'm going for Salisbury because it's a home.
Yes, I agree. Westminster and Kenilworth. Westminster sits second and been very good and very consistent, and Kenilworth have been consistently bad. And you don't want to make light of a team that doesn't win a game. They will win a game at some point, but it won't be travelling to Westminster.
It definitely won't be this week. That's the old Glandor Oval. The Glandor is called Tilbrook Rashid Oval now.
Yes. The words of my daughter. Hope they have that. Bye bye. That's what she says. So, they will have a week off, and they might go watch some footy somewhere. They might go watch some Sandford.
Well, absolutely.
They might tune into mixlr.com.au and listen to the live call of North Haven and Colonel Gardens. Hope you do listen to us on Saturday. It's always great fun. Thanks for watching SA Footballer TV.
See you later.